Wins and losses are a key element in making sure a WWE wrestler stays credible and legitimate. Throughout 2022, there are a select number of wrestlers who have yet to be pinned or made to submit in a featured match. This list includes house shows and does take into consideration DQ losses. This means that the reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns won't be found on this list, as Reigns lost via DQ in a match against Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view this January. But which are the others? Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at every WWE wrestler who's been undefeated in 2022. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our own wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 9. Karrion Cross. A former WWE chairman Vince McMahon botched Karrion Cross's main roster run in a major way. He stripped away everything that made Cross look special and virtually turned him into a joke overnight. Cross was eventually released without really being given an opportunity to succeed, but when Triple H took the reins of WWE Creative, Cross was one of the first people he wanted to bring back. Since returning to WWE, Cross has been presented in a way that is similar to how he was presented in NXT. Cross is shown as a legitimate tough guy, and it also helps that he has Scarlett by his side. Cross is in the midst of a feud with one of WWE's top guys, Drew McIntyre, and there are even rumors that Cross could eventually find himself in a feud with reigning undisputed champion Roman Reigns. Number 8. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's WWE release back in 2021 was a huge surprise. Strowman was one of WWE's top stars and he was a former Universal Champion. However, WWE's budget cuts meant that Strowman had to be cut. Strowman has recently returned to WWE with a new focus, and it looks like they're going back to basics with his character and gimmick. Strowman thrives in quick, sudden segments which see him destroying people, and this is what Triple H appears to be focusing on. Number 7. Johnny Gargano. It was unclear where Johnny Gargano was going to wrestle next. There were rumors of AEW and Impact, but Gargano ultimately decided to return to WWE. The main reason for Gargano's decision was that Triple H had just taken over WWE Creative, and Gargano and the game had a thriving relationship in NXT. This would have naturally have continued to the main roster. He finds himself as a member of the Raw brand and is presented as one of the top babyfaces on the show. He's an exceptional talent, and WWE's new regime are truly lucky to have him on board for their new era. Number 6. Vince McMahon. Rumors of Vince McMahon potentially wrestling at WrestleMania 38 had circulated for months before the showcase of the Immortals, but it seemed like it was never going to happen. However, when Pat McAfee successfully defeated Theory at WrestleMania, McMahon challenged McAfee to an impromptu matchup, and McMahon would end up winning. The match wasn't really anything substantial, and it was rather pointless. It was like he wanted one more dance in the spotlight before he could call it a day, but the match didn't really achieve anything other than take away from McAfee's victory. This match will be McMahon's final match ever, as he retired from WWE in the summer of this year, and it's next to impossible that McMahon would return to WWE just to wrestle another match. McMahon has wrestled every top name during his WWE career, from Stone Cold Steve Austin to The Rock to The Undertaker to Triple H, but his final match will be forever remembered for being against the one and only Pat McAfee. Number 5. Logan Paul. When it was announced that Logan Paul would be stepping foot in a WWE ring, fans had reservations. Celebrities entering the WWE ring have had mixed results before, and traditionally they haven't been the best, but thankfully Logan was committed and dedicated to his role. Logan's first match would be a tag team match, as he would team with The Miz against the Mysterios at WrestleMania 38. Logan would then wrestle The Miz at SummerSlam in a well-received match that made fans realize that Logan had really something special. What was a huge factor in Logan winning over the WWE fans was how he conducted himself outside the ring. Logan spoke at length about how hard WWE was and how much respect he had for the talent. Over the past year, Logan as well as Bad Bunny have certainly helped shift the perception of celebrities getting involved in the wrestling business. Now there's a defined expectation that if you're an outsider coming into WWE, you have to commit fully or it's just not going to work. It's unclear if Logan's win streak will continue, as he's set to meet Roman Reigns in November at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. This match is set to be for the undisputed WWE Universal title, and Logan could miraculously win the top prize in WWE in only his third match in the company. Number 4. Ilya Draganov. In terms of one of the best in-ring talents currently in WWE, Ilya Draganov is without question towards the top of the list. His work is incredible, and he has managed to build up a genuine connection with the audience. He's presented strong and credible, and this has resulted in him not losing a single match in 2022. In fact, Draganov hasn't lost since August 2021. He suffered a huge setback this year as he was forced to surrender the NXT UK title due to injury, and it was then announced that the NXT UK brand will be closing temporarily in the wake of NXT Europe. This left Draganov in a state of flux, and fans question where Draganov will land. Thankfully, he's now a featured member of the NXT 2.0 roster, and this is likely where he'll stay for the immediate future. Number 3. Edge. The sheer fact that Edge is back in WWE is still rather insane to think about. Edge had previously retired back in 2011, and it seemed next to impossible that he would ever step foot in a WWE ring ever again. However, in 2022, he shocked the world by returning at the Royal Rumble. In 2022, Edge has had several feuds and character-based storylines. He started the year off with a feud against The Miz, which was a feud he would be victorious in. Then on the road to WrestleMania 38, Edge would turn heel for the first time since 2010 and enter into a dream feud with AJ Styles. Edge would win all of his matches against Styles, and the feud would start the beginning of Edge's stable, known as Judgment Day. Edge's time as a heel would be short-lived though, as injuries to Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton left WWE short on the babyface side of the roster, and this resulted in Edge reverting to a babyface. Since turning babyface again, Edge has been feuding with his own former faction and has attained a number of victories. Number 2. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes stunned the wrestling world in early 2022 when it was revealed that he would be leaving AEW and signing with WWE. This at one point in time seemed like it would never happen. Rhodes was one of the founding members of AEW and has made a number of public shots at WWE, but Rhodes felt he had unfinished business and decided to return home. His first match back was against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38, and the match truly delivered. Rhodes was presented as an absolute megastar, and in turn it created a memorable WrestleMania moment that fans will never forget. In 2022, Rhodes has yet to lose, and this is vastly different to how Rhodes was presented and booked during his last WWE run. Rhodes has predominantly feuded with Rollins since his injury, winning matches against him at WrestleMania, WrestleMania Backlash, and Hell in a Cell. He's also attained victories over the likes of Theory and The Miz. In June though, Rhodes suffered a devastating pectoral injury, and his Hell in a Cell match against Rollins will likely be Rhodes' final match of 2022. This means that Rhodes is going to be seeing out the year without losing a single match in 2022. And number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And when rumors circulated online in early 2022 that the iconic Stone Cold Steve Austin was coming out of retirement, fans had a hard time believing these rumors. Austin had retired almost 20 years prior at WrestleMania 19 in a match against The Rock, and the main reason for Austin's retirement was that he had a serious neck injury that would prevent him from taking any bumps. Austin's opponent for his return match would be Kevin Owens, and this was a smart move on behalf of WWE. Owens was safe, reliable, and someone that warranted a main event level match with Austin. The match itself would be a no-holds-barred match, and it's safe to say that the match exceeded everyone's expectations. Austin would naturally get the win in a satisfying match, and that highlighted just how amazing Austin can still be in the ring, and how Owens is still one of the WWE's brightest stars. Although it's commonly accepted that this is Austin's final match ever, another match has yet to be ruled out, so it's entirely possible that Austin delivers 1 or 2 more stunners before he officially hangs up his boots for good. But there you have it folks, every wrestler that's been undefeated in 2022. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.